If your heart feels heavy, Archangel Michael wants you to hear this ***. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if your chest feels tight or your thoughts feel louder than usual, this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and I'm saying that gently, not dramatically, because Archangel Michael isn't coming to shake you, he's coming to steady you. Listen to this carefully. That heaviness you've been carrying didn't appear overnight, and it isn't a flaw in you. It's the quiet weight of responsibility you accepted when you were trying to be strong, the emotional labor you held when no one else noticed, the love you gave even when it wasn't returned the way your soul hoped. Don't scroll. This message is for you because heaven noticed the moment you said, "I'll handle it," instead of asking for help, and that choice, made out of love, loyalty, or survival, has been pressing on your heart longer than you admit. Listen to this. Archangel Michael stands with protection, yes, but also with truth, and the truth is that heaviness is not weakness, it's information. It's your soul saying you've outgrown a way of living that required you to carry more than your share. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because you've been confusing endurance with purpose, and they are not the same. Endurance keeps you going, purpose allows you to breathe. Listen to this. Your spiritual awakening didn't make life easier. It made you more honest with yourself. You feel energy sooner now. You notice when conversations drain you even if they sound polite. You sense when a situation looks stable but feels off in your body. That sensitivity isn't fragility, it's discernment sharpening. Don't scroll. This message is for you because discernment arrives quietly before relief does. Listen to this. Angel numbers have been showing up around you not as magic tricks, but as reassurance. 11. 11 appeared when alignment was whispering, telling you that noticing is the sign. 222 came when balance was being tested, reminding you not to overcorrect or overgive. 444 showed up when you were tired but still protected, letting you know you weren't holding everything alone even when it felt like you were. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because these signs weren't asking you to push harder, they were inviting you to soften. Listen to this. This message touches love and soulmate energy deeply, because heaviness often gathers where the heart has been hopeful. Whether someone is approaching, revealing truth, pulling away, or lingering in uncertainty, Archangel Michael is guarding your heart from confusing attachment with alignment. Don't scroll. This message is for you because real love does not sit heavy in your chest, it settles into your nervous system like safety. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like you don't have to brace yourself to stay connected. Listen to this. If slowing down makes something clearer, it's aligned. If slowing down makes something pressure you, that pressure is information. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning to listen to your body without arguing with it. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael is asking you to release something specific today, not all at once, not dramatically, but honestly. Release the belief that you must carry guilt to be compassionate. Release the responsibility you've been holding for other people's emotions. Release the habit of staying quiet to keep peace when peace was never yours to maintain alone. Listen to this. Heaviness lifts when truth is honored, not when strength is forced. Don't scroll. There may be a part of you that feels emotional right now, maybe a lump in your throat or a warmth behind your eyes. That's not weakness. That's relief beginning to move. Your heart needs this right now because being seen, truly seen, softens weight that logic never could. Listen to this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing at faith or love or life. You are tired from carrying what wasn't yours, and heaven is stepping in gently, not to scold you, but to say, you can put this down now. Don't scroll. This message is for you because your next chapter does not require you to suffer quietly to earn peace. Peace is allowed to arrive without a price. Listen to this. After this moment, you may notice small shifts, your breath deepens, your thoughts slow, you don't feel the same urgency to fix everything. These are signs that comfort is integrating. Your heart needs this right now because comfort isn't the absence of problems, it's the presence of support. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael wants you to remember something before this message moves on. You are protected not because you are perfect, but because you are sincere. You are guided not because you never doubt, but because you keep listening. Stay here for just a few more seconds. Feel how the heaviness eases even a little when you stop fighting it. Don't scroll away from this calm. Because you paused, because you listened, the weight has already begun to lift, and the universe is meeting you with exactly what your heart has been quietly asking for. Gentle strength, honest love, and a peace that doesn't ask you to carry it alone. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you're still here for part 2, Archangel Michael wants to speak to the reason your heart has felt heavy for so long, and your heart needs this right now more than you know. This is where comfort turns into clarity and clarity turns into release. Listen to this carefully. That heaviness didn't come from one moment. It accumulated quietly, layer by layer, every time you stayed silent to keep the peace, every time you understood someone who never tried to understand you back, every time you said, "It's fine," when your body knew it wasn't. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you didn't become heavy-hearted by accident, you became heavy-hearted by being compassionate in places where reciprocity was missing. Listen to this. Archangel Michael sees how often you carried emotional weight that was never assigned to you, how you absorbed moods, expectations, disappointments, and unspoken needs because you cared deeply and didn't want to add pressure to anyone else. Your heart needs this right now because empathy without boundaries slowly turns into exhaustion. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you were taught that being strong meant being quiet, being loving meant enduring, and being faithful meant holding on even when it hurt. Listen to this. None of that was wrong at the time, it kept you safe when you didn't know another way, but it is no longer required. Archangel Michael is not asking you to become harder, he is inviting you to become lighter. Don't scroll. Your spiritual awakening has changed how your heart processes energy. You feel things deeper now. You sense truth faster. You notice when something is misaligned even if it looks stable on the surface. That awareness can feel heavy at first because it removes your ability to pretend. Listen to this. Awareness doesn't create pain, it reveals what was already weighing on you. Don't scroll. This message is for you because revelation comes before relief. Listen to this. Angel numbers surrounding you have been speaking the same language as your heart. 11. 11 appears when alignment is already forming, reminding you that you're not lost, you're adjusting. 222 shows up when balance depends on restraint, when the most loving thing you can do is stop overextending. 444 arrives when you're tired but protected, letting you know you don't have to prove strength to be supported. Your heart needs this right now because these signs weren't meant to excite you, they were meant to calm you. Don't scroll. This message touches love and soulmate energy deeply, because love has been one of the places your heart learned to carry too much. You loved deeply, you hoped sincerely, you waited patiently, and sometimes you waited longer than your soul wanted to because you believed love required sacrifice of self. Listen to this. Archangel Michael is protecting your heart from repeating that lesson again. Real love does not make your chest feel tight. Real love does not confuse uncertainty with passion. Real love does not ask you to abandon your intuition to stay connected. Don't scroll. This message is for you because recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like your nervous system can finally rest. Listen to this. If someone pressures your timing, dismisses your feelings, or makes you feel heavy for asking for clarity, that pressure is information. It is not your responsibility to carry it. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning that love aligned with destiny does not require endurance to prove devotion. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael is also addressing something deeper, guilt. You've been carrying guilt for resting, guilt for changing, guilt for needing space, guilt for not being who you used to be. Listen to this. Growth does not require apology. Healing does not need justification. And peace does not have to be earned through suffering. Don't scroll. This message is for you because guilt has been one of the heaviest weights on your heart, and it was never yours to hold. Listen to this. As you sit with this message, you may feel emotions rising, sadness, relief, warmth, or even tears. That is not regression, that is release beginning to move. Your heart needs this right now because emotions that are felt gently do not linger painfully. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael wants you to understand something before this part ends. You are not meant to carry everything you feel. Some emotions are meant to be acknowledged and released, not stored and endured. Listen to this. You don't need to fix your heart is already wise. You need to stop overburdening it. Don't scroll. After this moment, you may notice subtle shifts, you breathe deeper, you feel less urgency to respond, you feel less responsible for outcomes you can't control. These are signs that support is integrating. Your heart needs this right now because support changes how weight is distributed. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael is reminding you that protection does not always arrive as intervention, sometimes it arrives as permission to put something down. Permission to rest. Permission to say no without explaining. Permission to choose peace even if it disappoints someone else. Listen to this. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself now. Don't scroll. Stay here just a little longer. Feel how the heaviness eases when you stop arguing with your own needs. That easing is not imagination, it is alignment returning. And because you stayed, because you listened, comfort has deepened its work, quietly preparing your heart for the lightness, clarity, and love that no longer asks you to carry it alone. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you are still here for part 3, Archangel Michael is now guiding you into the moment where heaviness turns into understanding, and understanding turns into freedom your heart has been quietly craving. This is where the weight you've been carrying finally makes sense, and your heart needs this right now more than ever. Listen carefully. The heaviness in your heart is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that something in your life stayed longer than it was meant to. You outgrew a version of yourself, a situation, a connection, or a responsibility, but you stayed loyal past the expiration point because you didn't want to hurt anyone, disappoint anyone, or admit that you needed more. Don't scroll. This message is for you because loyalty without alignment slowly becomes self-abandonment, and your soul has been asking for your attention gently, patiently, again and again. Listen to this. Archangel Michael sees the quiet moments you don't talk about, the nights when you replay conversations in your head, the mornings when you wake up tired before the day even starts, the moments when you smile on the outside but feel heavy inside for no clear reason. That weight is not sadness alone, it's suppressed truth. Your heart needs this right now because truth that isn't expressed turns into pressure. Don't scroll. This message is for you because pressure is finally being released, not through confrontation, but through clarity. Listen to this. Your spiritual awakening has reached a deeper layer. You're no longer awakening just to signs, synchronicities, and intuition. You're awakening to self-honesty. You're realizing that not everything you can carry is meant to be carried. You're recognizing that just because you can endure something doesn't mean you should. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael is not asking you to change who you are, he's asking you to stop overextending who you are. Listen to this. Angel numbers have been appearing around this realization as confirmation. 1111 shows up when your soul is aligning with truth, even if your mind is still catching up. 222 appears when balance is restored the moment you stop giving more than you receive. 44 comes when protection is active during emotional fatigue, reminding you that you are held even when you finally let go. Your heart needs this right now because these signs weren't meant to excite you, they were meant to reassure you that release is safe. Don't scroll. This message touches love and soulmate energy at a deeper level now. The heaviness you feel is often connected to love that required you to be smaller, quieter, or more patient than your heart wanted to be. You may have loved someone deeply, hoped sincerely, waited faithfully, or held space for someone who wasn't able to meet you emotionally. Listen to this. Archangel Michael is protecting your heart from mistaking emotional labor for destiny. Real love does not feel like something you must survive. Real love does not sit heavy in your chest. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like your body can relax instead of brace. Don't scroll. This message is for you because love aligned with your destiny will never ask you to abandon yourself to keep it alive. Listen to this. If someone made you feel guilty for needing clarity, space, or reassurance, that guilt was never love, it was imbalance. Your heart needs this right now because guilt has been one of the heaviest weights you've been carrying, and it was never yours to own. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael wants you to hear this clearly: you are allowed to change. You are allowed to outgrow what once felt meaningful. You are allowed to choose peace over persistence. Growth does not require apology, and healing does not require explanation. Listen to this. There is a quiet grief that comes with release, grief for what you hoped would be different, grief for the version of yourself who tried so hard, grief for the time and energy you invested with good intentions. That grief does not mean you failed, it means you cared. Your heart needs this right now because grief honored gently does not linger painfully. Don't scroll. As you sit with this message, you may feel emotions moving, tears, warmth, a deep sigh, or a strange sense of relief mixed with sadness. That is not regression, that is your heart unloading what it no longer needs to store. Listen to this. Release does not happen through force, it happens through permission. And permission is exactly what Archangel Michael is offering you now. Don't scroll. You don't need to confront anyone today. You don't need to make dramatic decisions. You don't need to explain your growth. You only need to stop carrying what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Your heart needs this right now because alignment feels lighter even before circumstances change. Don't scroll. After this moment, you may notice subtle shifts. You stop replaying certain thoughts, you feel less responsible for fixing everything, you feel calmer even without answers. These are signs that your nervous system is releasing stored weight. Listen to this. Peace doesn't arrive all at once, it arrives in layers, and this layer is enough for today. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael wants you to remember something before this part ends. Heaviness does not mean you are broken, it means you are ready to put something down. And when you finally put it down, you don't lose yourself, you find yourself again. Stay here just a little longer. Feel how the weight softens when you stop resisting it. That softness is not weakness, it's healing beginning to work. And because you stayed, because you listened, your heart is already moving toward the lightness, clarity, and love that no longer asks you to carry it alone. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you are still here for part 4, Archangel Michael is now speaking to the transition your heart is moving through, and your heart needs this right now. This is the space between releasing the weight and learning how to live without it. The quiet moment where old heaviness loosens but new lightness hasn't fully settled yet. Listen carefully. This in-between phase can feel confusing, emotional, and strangely tender, because your heart is no longer bracing the way it used to. You're not numb, and you're not lost, you're unlearning survival. Don't scroll. This message is for you because when heaviness leaves, it creates space, and space can feel unfamiliar before it feels peaceful. Listen to this. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that discomfort during release does not mean you made the wrong choice. It means your nervous system is recalibrating. For a long time, your heart learned to equate weight with meaning. If it hurt, it must matter. If it was heavy, it must be important. Now you are discovering something revolutionary, that peace can be meaningful too. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because peace can feel empty at first when you've been carrying emotional weight for years. Listen to this. The reason this transition feels emotional is because you are no longer operating from obligation. Obligation told you to stay, to fix, to endure, to explain, to prove. Alignment asks you to listen, to rest, to choose gently, to trust what feels steady instead of what feels urgent. Don't scroll. This message is for you because urgency once kept you safe, but now it keeps you tired. Listen to this. Your spiritual awakening is no longer about seeing signs. It's about responding differently to them. You don't chase meaning anymore, you let meaning arrive. Angel numbers may still appear, but now they feel quieter, softer, like reassurance instead of instruction. 1111 confirms you're aligned even when you're uncertain. 222 reassures balance is holding because you didn't overextend. 444 reminds you protection remains even when you stop pushing. Your heart needs this right now because heaven is teaching you that effort is no longer the currency of worth. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael is also guiding you through a subtle grief for the version of yourself who carried so much without complaint. You may feel sadness for how long you stayed strong when you needed softness, for how much love you gave while asking for so little in return. Listen to this. That grief is not regret, it is honor. It honors your capacity to love deeply, even when it cost you. Don't scroll. This message is for you because honoring the past does not require repeating it. Listen to this. Love and soulmate energy are shifting around you now. As your heart lightens, what you are available for changes. You may feel less tolerant of confusion, less willing to explain yourself repeatedly, less patient with emotional imbalance. This is not coldness, it's clarity. Real love does not require you to carry emotional weight alone. Real love feels steady, mutual, and safe enough to rest inside. Don't scroll. This message is for you because the love meant for you will meet you where you are now, not where you were when you were exhausted. Listen to this. You are also learning something new about boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are breathing space. They allow your heart to stay open without becoming overwhelmed. Archangel Michael is strengthening your inner authority, the part of you that knows when to engage and when to step back without guilt. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because guilt has been one of the last anchors of heaviness, and it is loosening. Listen to this. There may be moments when you question yourself, am I doing enough? Am I changing too much? Am I becoming distant? Hear this clearly. Growth often feels unfamiliar before it feels natural. You are not withdrawing from life, you are learning to participate without overextending. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you are entering a season where your energy becomes selective, and selective energy creates sustainable joy. Listen to this. As this transition continues, you may notice small but powerful shifts. Your sleep improves, your body feels less tense, your thoughts slow down, you stop replaying conversations as often. These are not coincidences. They are signs that your heart is no longer on constant alert. Your heart needs this right now because rest is not laziness, it is healing in motion. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael wants you to know that you do not need to rush into filling the space left by heaviness. You don't need to immediately replace it with productivity, relationships, or answers. Let the space exist. Space is where peace learns how to stay. Listen to this. This pause is not stagnation, it is stabilization. Don't scroll. The version of you that emerges from this transition will not be louder, tougher, or more guarded, it will be steadier. Steadiness is strength that doesn't need armor. Steadiness is love that doesn't exhaust itself. Steadiness is faith that doesn't panic. Your heart needs this right now because steadiness is the foundation of every lasting blessing. Don't scroll. Stay here a moment longer. Feel how the heaviness no longer presses the same way it did before. That shift is real. That softening is real. And because you stayed, because you listened, Archangel Michael confirms this truth gently and clearly. You are not losing anything by letting go, you are making room for the life that can finally meet you without asking you to carry it alone. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you are still here for part 5, Archangel Michael is now guiding you into the moment where your heart begins to reclaim itself, and your heart needs this right now. This is where healing stops being something you think about and starts becoming something you live, quietly, gently, and consistently. Listen carefully. The heaviness that once sat in your chest has already begun to loosen, but now comes the deeper work, learning how to trust life without that weight as armor. For so long, you believed that carrying emotional weight was proof that you cared, that vigilance was protection, that staying strong meant staying guarded. Don't scroll. This message is for you because your heart is learning a new language, one where peace is not a threat, calm is not emptiness, and softness is not danger. Listen to this. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that the next phase of your journey isn't about fixing what hurt you, it's about choosing what nourishes you. Nourishment feels different than survival. Survival asks, how do I get through this? Nourishment asks, how do I feel supported while living? Your heart needs this right now because nourishment is what allows joy to stay without fear of losing it. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you are stepping into a version of yourself that no longer lives on emotional adrenaline. You're not chasing intensity, validation, or closure. You're choosing steadiness. And steadiness, while quieter, is far more powerful. Listen to this. Your spiritual awakening has reached integration. You don't need signs every hour anymore. You don't need confirmation for every feeling. You trust yourself enough to pause, to listen, to wait. Angel numbers still appear, but now they feel like gentle nods rather than urgent calls. 1111 affirms alignment you're already walking in. 222 reassures balance because you didn't overextend. 444 comforts you when rest replaces effort. Your heart needs this right now because reassurance is replacing anxiety. Don't scroll. This message touches love and soulmate energy in a new way now. Not from longing, but from readiness. You are no longer asking love to save you from loneliness or fill emotional gaps created by exhaustion. You are asking love to meet you, to walk beside you, to grow with you. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like safety expanding, not anxiety shrinking. Listen to this. Archangel Michael is protecting you from repeating old patterns in love. Patterns where you overgave, waited in uncertainty, or carried emotional labor alone. If something requires you to shrink, rush, or explain yourself constantly, it is not aligned with where you are going. Don't scroll. This message is for you because love meant for you will not feel heavy, it will feel grounding. Listen to this. You are also reclaiming something powerful now, your time. Time once disappeared into overthinking, emotional processing, fixing, and worrying. Now, as heaviness lifts, time begins to feel spacious. You may not know what to do with that space yet, and that's okay. Space is sacred. Space allows intuition to speak without interruption. Your heart needs this right now because space is where alignment stabilizes. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael is encouraging you to be gentle with this phase. Don't rush to define it. Don't label it. Don't demand outcomes. Let this season teach you how to exist without bracing. Listen to this. Bracing kept you alive once. Now it keeps you tense. You are learning to rest while still moving forward, to trust while still discerning, to open without overexposing. Don't scroll. This message is for you because balance is no longer something you achieve, it's something you maintain by listening to your body. Listen to this. There may still be moments when old emotions surface, sadness, nostalgia, even doubt. That does not mean heaviness is returning. It means your heart is clearing residue. Healing is not linear, it's layered. And each layer released creates more room for peace. Your heart needs this right now because peace grows best in patience. Don't scroll. You may notice changes in how you relate to people. You speak more honestly. You tolerate confusion less. You don't chase clarity, you allow it to arrive. Some connections may fade naturally. Others may deepen effortlessly. This is not loss. It is alignment reshaping your world to fit who you are becoming. Listen to this. Archangel Michael wants you to know that you are not responsible for making others comfortable with your healing. You are responsible for honoring it. Don't scroll. This message is for you because honoring yourself no longer feels selfish, it feels necessary. Listen to this. As you move forward from this moment, carry this truth with you: you do not need to earn peace by suffering. Peace is not a reward for endurance, it is a birthright of alignment. You were never meant to carry everything alone. And now, you don't have to. Don't scroll. Stay here just a moment longer. Feel how your chest feels lighter than before, how your breath moves more freely, how your thoughts slow when you stop fighting them. That is not imagination, that is healing integrating. And because you stayed, because you listened, Archangel Michael affirms this gently and clearly. Your heart is learning how to live without heaviness, and the life meeting you now will reflect that truth with kindness, clarity, and a love that no longer asks you to carry it alone. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you stayed until the very end, this message has reached its final intention, and your heart needs this right now more than ever. This is the moment Archangel Michael wanted you to arrive at, not rushed, not pressured, but present, grounded, and open enough to receive the truth that changes how the weight leaves you for good. Listen carefully. The heaviness you felt was never meant to define you, it was meant to guide you. It was your soul's signal saying, something here has been completed, even when your mind kept asking you to hold on longer. And because you listened, because you stayed, something powerful has already shifted. Don't scroll. This message is for you because the real miracle was never dramatic rescue, it was awareness arriving before exhaustion turned into damage. Archangel Michael confirms this gently: you were protected not by being pulled away, but by being allowed to see. Seeing is what frees you. Seeing is what ends cycles. Seeing is what lets peace finally take root instead of passing through. Listen to this. You are standing at the threshold between who you had to be to survive and who you are allowed to be now. Survival required armor. Survival required endurance. Survival required silence. But you are no longer in survival mode. Your heart needs this right now because the next chapter does not ask you to be stronger, it asks you to be truer. Don't scroll. The reason this ending feels calm instead of overwhelming is because alignment never shouts. It settles. It grounds. It reassures. That calm you feel in your chest, even if it's subtle, is confirmation. Confirmation that you can move forward without carrying guilt. Confirmation that you can love without overextending. Confirmation that you can rest without fear of falling behind. Listen to this. Love and soulmate energy shift here, not as longing, but as readiness. The love meant for you is not delayed because you healed, it is protected because you healed. Recognition will feel calm. Recognition will feel mutual. Recognition will not require you to explain your pain to be understood. If something could not meet you without heaviness, it was not meant to stay with you into lightness. Don't scroll. This message is for you because destiny does not punish growth, it responds to it. Listen to this. Angel numbers may still appear after this moment, but they will land differently now. 1111 will feel like a quiet smile from the universe, not a question. 222 will feel like balance holding without effort. 44 will feel like reassurance when you choose rest over force. These are no longer signs asking you to wake up, they are confirmations that you already have. Your heart needs this right now because certainty does not come from answers, it comes from peace that stays. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael wants you to hear this clearly before this message closes. You are not meant to go back to what made your heart heavy just because it feels familiar. Familiar is not the same as aligned. Familiar is not the same as safe. Familiar is not the same as love. And you do not owe loyalty to anything that required you to abandon yourself to keep it alive. Listen to this. As you move forward, you may notice that your reactions soften, your boundaries strengthen, and your tolerance for confusion disappears. You will explain less, justify less, and trust yourself more. This is not you becoming distant, this is you becoming rooted. Rooted people don't chase, they allow. Rooted people don't rush, they choose. Rooted people don't carry what isn't theirs. Don't scroll. This message is for you because staying until the end means you were ready to integrate it, not just hear it. Most people scroll away when the message gets quiet. You stayed when it got still. And stillness is where healing completes itself. Listen to this. Take one slow breath right now. Feel how your chest rises without strain. Feel how your shoulders drop when you stop holding everything up. That relief is not imagination, it is release becoming permanent. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael confirms this moment gently and finally, you are not broken, you are not behind, and you are not meant to carry the past into the future. The heaviness was a season, not a sentence. And because you listened, because you stayed until the end, the protection has done its work. From here on, your heart moves forward lighter, clearer, and safer. Not because nothing will ever challenge you again, but because you now know how to put things down before they weigh you down. And that knowing, that quiet, steady knowing, is the beginning of the life that finally meets you with the same care you've always given to others.